Good morning and welcome to this edition of Salacious Crumbs. So another job opening at Lucasfilm, this one posted by DJ Clulo, who's a social engagement manager at Lucasfilm, for a social engagement strategist. This is in Burbank as part of Lucasfilm Online. The job covers content planning, story ideation, ideation and community management for the Star Wars and Lucasfilm social media channels. We'll have a link for the job listing in our notes. Now, this past week, some fans have discovered some new registered trademarks filed by Lucasfilm. These were the Great Circle, the Galactic Circle, and Circle of Resistance. Now, nothing screams Star Wars from the names. However, they are terms commonly associated with the franchise. The classification of these trademarks fall under the 9 and the 41 labels, which are also previous titles and series like Rebels, The Force Awakens, Rogue One, The Last Jedi, Resistance, etc. have been found. So if any of these move forward, the soonest we may get any acknowledgement from Lucasfilm would be at their panel at D23. Okay, so grab your salt shakers for this. This Acolyte rumor comes from Reddit. However, Bespin Bulletin is reporting this only because the two users were suspended for sharing a video of a scene from Star Wars Tales of the Jedi due to a DMCA strike. Now remember, any of the names that are going to be used in this could be code names. Now, the Reddit users Ahsoka's and Neuro-Odo claim that they have seen concept art of a planet from the series named Sanshiro, which is full of marshland and mountains and snowy hills. It's the lead or the home planet of the lead Aura, played by Amanda Stenberg. The plot is generally this. Her village on Sanshiro is often attacked by primitive and tribal beings. The Jedi come to protect them in exchange for taking children to train, and they take Aura's sister, Mary. After the latest attack, the Jedi showed up too late, and their grandfather is killed, and Aura demands to see her sister, but the Jedi refuse. Mix this together, and it drives Aura to join the Acolytes. There appears to be some program she must partake in and win to become an Acolyte. She struggles, befriends a male alien named Penn who helps her, and they beat out the competition. The winner of the competition becomes a Sith apprentice under Paul. This character is only supposed to be around for one season, which makes you wonder what happens to him. Now, we know that Lucasfilm is looking to cast a white male in his 50s for one season, as well as a set of twins for the 8 to 10-year-old Miri. But remember, this is a rumor, and this is Reddit. But don't put away those salt shakers just yet. This next rumor comes from Giant Freaking Robot. Now, according to their reports, that's why we have the salt shakers out still. So, according to their reports, Black Panther director Ryan Coogler is in talks to direct a Star Wars film. They don't claim to know what his project would be, but with the new trademarks, it sounds like Lucasfilm has something up their Jedi robes. Plus, the rumored film slate has releases in 2023, 2025, and 2027. Now, we have the Taika Waititi film, and, well, if Rian Johnson ever gets back into the sandbox, but now that the world knows that Natasha Leo Bordizzo will be portraying Sabine Wren on Ahsoka, she's more than excited to talk about her casting experience. She told Entertainment Weekly she sent in a tape reading scenes from a completely different film that had nothing to do with Star Wars. Now, a friend saw the scenes and commented that it felt like a very young Han Solo vibe, so she ran with it. The turnaround was so quick, she didn't quite believe it. When she met with Jon Favreau, he reassured her that as an actor, he didn't want to send her through the ringer a million times with takes and tests. They knew they wanted her, and that was that. After working some with Dave Filoni, who created her character for Rebels, he assured her, stating, "You are Sabine. You're making the correct choices because you are Sabine." Now, what is one wish that Bordizzo has? Scenes with Bo-Katan, saying they have a real interesting relationship that could happen again. Rosario Dawson also spoke to Entertainment Weekly about playing the lead role in Ahsoka and what she feels is the most exciting part. For her, it's the entire process of showing where Ahsoka is going during this period of her life. Fans have seen her growing up from a spunky-spirited teenager who is growing into her wisdom and experiences. She's still mysterious, and seeing this point of her life helps better grow her in her personal journey. She sings praises to Dave Filoni, showing Ahsoka evolving and maturing, but also realizing she still has milestones to achieve. They both want to make sure that she's as real as possible, not flat, showing her struggling with her humanity, experiences, desires, and goals, and finding that balance within herself. Now, Colombia is bringing more Star Wars to their collection after the hit of the Boba Fett jacket last winter. This summer, they are bringing back the new Outer Rim collection in their Perform fishing gear line. The design centers around comic scenes featuring Chewbacca, R2-D2, Han Solo, and more, with sports fish silhouettes, of course. The collection is active on their website and is available for men, women, and youth with prices that range between $45 and $75. The features include UP40 sun protection, ultralight 100% recycled fabric with back venting, Omni W quick dry dual chest pockets, and a handy Velcro rod holder strip for fishing. Now, if using a fishing pole is not your thing, try this one on for size. Rock Island Auction Company is hosting a sale of Han Solo's blaster from Star Wars. It's a modified Bastech DL-44 heavy blaster and was used by Harrison Ford in several of the movies. It is estimated to sell for $300,000 to $500,000, similar to the DL-44 prop from the 1983 Return of the Jedi. However, since this one shot first, it's expected to go for more. Now, the blaster was originally a Mosser C96 broom handle pistol that had served as a prop in other movies. Roger Christian, the set director for Star Wars, said he wanted Han's to look more like a Western gun. The Mauser was modified with a World War II era scope and the muzzle from an airplane-mounted machine gun, along with some other things. Christian pointed out this method of creating pops was affordable and one could fire them and get the recoil on set and not like the actors going beep beep. George Lucas liked this, and together they also created Princess Leia's gun similarly. The auction will be from August 26th through the 28th, and you can find the information on their website. Now, just hope you have the spice and credits to pay for it. Pedro Pascal had a few things to say about Din Djarin's new position as the owner of the Darksaber. His task at the end of the Book of Boba Fett was to take the Darksaber back to Mandalore and use it to reactivate the planet in order to call the scattered Mandalorian tribes back together back home. Now, according to comicbook.com, the trailer for The Mandalorian Season 3 that was shown at Star Wars Day teased Mando trying to earn his place back in the tribe by reuniting Mandalore only to become a leader in his own right. But Pascal says he doesn't immediately take to that leadership role. He states if he is stepping into a leadership position, he's reluctant to do so. I don't think that there's anything more interesting than a character being forced to discover what they're capable of and who they are. That part has been really, really fun. Also, from my point of view, there's so many searchable ways to find the tonality of that. I just try to achieve the subtleties of that kind of character development. Now, we did mention this last Tuesday on the Ranker Pit. According to a report from Bloomberg by Jason Schreier, Knights of the Old Republic have been indefinitely delayed due to a studio shakeup at Aspire Media. Apparently, Aspire Media has fired both the art director and design director earlier this month, and then informed the employees that the development has been suspended while they look for new contracts and development opportunities. In May, Aspire Media brought in Saber Interactive to help develop Knights of the Old Republic. However, this report is pointing out that Saber Interactive may completely take it over due to these new events. Also reported that Aspire Media had shown Lucasfilm and Sony Interactive a demo of the game at the end of June, and they were not pleased with it. With all this happening, what hoped to be a late 2022 release is now looking more like a 2025 release. Star Wars Jedi Survivor appears to have a more solid release window. In May, it was rumored to be February or March of 2023. Now, according to the Twitter account PlayStation Size, who monitors the back end of the PlayStation Network and store, Jedi Survivor is listed for a March release. Around the same time as that May report, EA even stated they had planned on releasing 4 unannounced games in addition to their annual releases by the end of March 2023. They included a major IP, a partner title, a remake, and a sports title. Even though Respawn and EA hadn't officially announced they were working on it at the time, fans did speculate it could be the partner title, but it was also theorized that it could be the new title from Joseph Fares' Hazlight, It Takes Two, A Way Out. But between the release news and the previous May report, it seems more likely that Jedi Survivor is the partner project. Now that's it for this week. You're all invited to join us on the Ranker Pit Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central here on Sci-Fi for Me TV. No telling what we'll discuss, no saying who might show up. But in the meantime, you can also connect with us over on the socials. Salacious Crumbs is on Facebook and on Instagram. Make sure you hit that like button, and we will see you next week with more Star Wars news.
Copyright 2022 by Flaming Dog Media, LLC. All rights reserved. No portion of this program may be retransmitted without the express written consent of Flaming Dog Media. You're watching Sci-Fi for Me TV, delivering the multiverse since 2009.